Hey, what's up everybody, Fade here and welcome back to a new video. Today, I want to talk about a band event we had today. Before I get into that though, I would like to say, if you guys can hear any meowing cats in the background, I apologize for that. My cat had kittens about a month ago, and they were recently just moved back into my room. So, yeah, for not just today's video, but for a good portion of videos in the future, probably at least for the next month, at least. If you hear any cats meowing, just forgive me. There's only so much I can do. I don't know why they're meowing, but they are. But anyways, let's get into the topic of the video. So, as of this recording, I just got home from a band event, specifically a spring concert. Now, the spring concert is basically, we go in, we dress in concert black. I took that shit off as soon as I got home, so I'm not going to show you guys what I wore. But, yeah, I will say we had to wear concert black, which is basically just formal attire, but it's all black. Like, you could wear a tux, I'm pretty sure they allow you to wear a tux. But I don't know if they'll let you wear like one of those shirts that you wear under the blazer or whatever. I don't know if that's allowed, but I just wore like a nice dress shirt, some dress pants, and some dress shoes with a black belt. But yeah, so we had to wear that, and over the past few months, and well, actually, even before UIL, if you guys remember that video. If you guys don't remember my video on me talking about UIL concert and sight reading, I actually have a playlist for my junior year high school band stories. So if you guys go to that playlist or just go to my older videos, you'll find a video talking about UIL concert and sight reading. And I'd recommend pausing this video and going to that video, and then once you finish that video, coming back to this video. That's what I recommend. But basically, 2 of the 3 pieces we played at the UIL event, we played 2 of those 3 songs at this concert. One of the songs was taken out and replaced with a new song. Now, the 2 songs from UIL that were taken and brought over was In a Quiet Place and Tripwire, which I want to go ahead and play these for you. Not our recording of it, but I found it on YouTube, so I actually would like to pull it up. But while I try to pull this up, I'm actually going to keep talking about it. We did Tripwire first, then we did In a Quiet Place, and then we did our new song. Our new song is called The Best of James Bond. That's right, it was a James Bond piece. I'll pull up the YouTube recording of that as well after I get these 2 pulled up. However, well, first I'm gonna play these recordings. I gotta pull them up first. Let's see here. Yeah, Tripwire. I'm gonna pull up Tripwire first because we played that first. Is it gonna play for y'all if I do this? Alright, let me just make sure it'll actually. Okay, let me just make sure it's actually gonna collect the audio. Do I not have a thingy that does this? Let me try this real quick. Hopefully it plays. I don't know if it will or not. Okay, just in case, I'm going to switch to this. Well, if I can find it. There it is. I'm going to switch to this setup just so I can make sure you guys can hear this. This is Tripwire. This is a song we played first. Okay, so that was Tripwire. I played the marimba part for that piece. And, yeah. So, funny story about that. We actually had a different kid who was going to play the marimba part, and I was going to play the tambourine and crash cymbal part. However, we already had someone on the crash cymbal and tambourine part, and they didn't want us doubling up on it because I played it too strong. And with me playing it too strong, as well as the other person barely playing it, it still came off as too much. So they took me off of that part. And then I had I had a test I had to do, like one of those, as like an end of course test I had to do one day. So while I was gone that day, they actually ended up just finalizing a change for the parts. The original marimba player got moved to snare. The original snare player got moved to. She actually got put on drum set, but she wasn't actually the drum set player. She just played the hi-hat. And then I got moved to the marimba part. So yeah. That's all I really have for that. The next piece was called In a Quiet Place. This part I played the bass drum, which didn't have much. I think, is this the right piece? Let's try this piece. Let's try this video. There. Here we go. Alright, so that was In a Quiet Place. Again, I played the bass drum part. This was probably my least favorite piece. Just because, not because of length or anything, just because I just don't like the way it sounds, especially compared to the other two pieces. And so, yeah, I'm just not much of a fan of it. But here is the final piece. It's called The Best of James Bond. It is a combination, actually, of 4 different... Now, before I play this, let me actually switch back to this setup. Alright, guys, hey. Before I play this part, I will say there's basically The Best of James Bond is 4 different James Bond songs combined into one song and turned into a band song. So the 4 songs that were combined was the James Bond theme song, Goldfinger, Skyfall, and Live It Let Die. Those are the four songs that were combined into one to make The Best of James Bond. So now let's listen to it. For this part, I played like auxiliary pieces. So I played crash cymbals, some tambourine parts, some wind chime parts. I'm trying to think if I play anything else. I don't believe I do, because there were 6 instruments written on that one piece. There was bongos, the gong, tambourine, crash cymbals, suspended cymbals. Did I miss one? Tambourine, crash cymbals, suspended cymbal, gong, bongos. And wind chimes. So, me and my friend, we actually got put on that part together. And so, we shared the tambourine and the wind chimes part. I played all the crash cymbal stuff. He played all of the suspended cymbal and bongo stuff. And all the gong stuff, since there was only 2 measures for gong. And those were played at the same time as crash cymbal parts. So I did the crash cymbal and he did the gong for that. And we kind of just like shared the tambourine and wind chime. But yeah, so anytime you hear, not every time you hear a tambourine, but anytime you hear a crash cymbal, and then like sometimes when you hear, well, most of the time when you hear a tambourine, not in the beginning, but once it hits like the middle of the song, that to the end, I'm tambourine. So like, my friend played it for the first half, and I basically played it for the second half. And then I also did, I think he did like 1 or 2 wind chime things, and I did the rest. So yeah, that's all we gotta say, I think. So let's actually listen to it. This is The Best of James Bond. Alright, so that was the best of James Bond. I'm going to go ahead and say this real quick. If this video ends up getting copyright claimed, my way of making sure this video doesn't remain copyright claimed is I'm going to go to this video and I'm actually going to mute that part of the video. So, if that does end up happening, you know what the names of the songs are. I showed you the YouTube videos of all of them. So, if there is one that's going to be hit me with a copyright claim, it's probably going to be the best of James Bond. That's the most likely one that I could get copyright claim from. So I'm just saying this just in case. This is where you can go for the best of James Bond. Here's the thing for Tripwire. It's from a guy on YouTube named FJH Music. So just look up Tripwire Band on YouTube, and it should be the first thing that pops up. If you look up In a Quiet Place on YouTube, it should be the second thing that pops up. And then if you look up the best of James Bond, it should be... yeah, after this dumbass ad, it should be the first thing that pops up. So, yeah. So I'm just saying that, making sure that you guys know. If this video gets copyright claimed, I'm going to mute those parts of the audio after it gets uploaded. So in case that does end up happening, you can go listen to the pieces yourself on YouTube, and I showed you exactly where you can find them. So good luck with that. I will say it was actually kind of fun playing James Bond though, because even though I didn't really get much of a piece, not only was the piece good, so I got to enjoy it, especially on parts where it sounded good, like Measure 36, when it was like the real jazzy part, where it was the nice jazz drum set mixed in with like the saxophone and all that. Like, that part was good, and I got to enjoy that entire thing because I didn't play from 36 to 50. So I got to enjoy that entire segment without even having to play anything. At least not until the like back and forth with low brass, and I had to join in on tambourine with the 1 teta 2 te 3 teta forte. Until I had to do that on Measure 50, I was chilling, being able to vibe out. And it was funny too, because our percussion director, he because we have 7 percussionists, but there were 8 parts, so he gave all 7 of us a part, and then he left the drum set part out, and he actually played it himself. We didn't have enough percussionists to have someone play the drum set part, so our percussion director took it upon himself to learn the drum set part and play it for the piece, which was great. I do, though, think that if we had another person, we had enough people to play all the parts, I think I probably would have gotten the drum set part. Easy. I most definitely would have gotten that part. I would have gone crazy with it, too. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I don't really know what else I want to say on this. But I had a great time. My parents and I went to go eat afterwards, and that was great. We actually just got home right before I started recording this video. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to say for this video, so I'm going to end the video off here, guys. So if you like what you saw, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If you want to check out my other socials, go to the about section of the channel, or to the description of this video and all my other videos. And I'm going to go take care of these kittens and all this other shit. So with that all being said, my name is Fate. This has been me talking about the spring concert. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.